This is a News 3 Now special report.
Thank you for joining this News 3 Now coronavirus special report. I'm Keely Arthur. The number of coronavirus cases in Wisconsin has hit a milestone, now surpassing 1,000 this weekend. 104 new cases over the past 24 hours brings the total count to 1,010 cases here in the Badger State. Dane County has 172 confirmed cases, while Milwaukee County has more than half of the state's total confirmed cases with 541. Now, 17 people have died, including a person in Waupaca County. That's the first confirmed death for that county. More than 15,000 people have tested negative, though. Some positive news there. New this morning, more than 2,000 Americans have now died of the coronavirus nationwide. That number has doubled in just 2 days. The U.S. now has the most cases of coronavirus anywhere in the world. Public health officials fear Los Angeles will become the nation's next hotspot in the coming weeks. This weekend, the Naval Hospital ship Mercy docked in the city's port. The 1,000-bed ship is expected to take on patients without the virus, freeing up people.
We are not through this. We're not even halfway through this. We're right getting into it now, and we need people to remain vigilant.
New York is still the country's hardest hit area. A convention center in Manhattan is being converted into a temporary hospital scheduled to open tomorrow. At least 8 other makeshift hospitals are in the works. The governor believes the number of cases will peak in the state in about 3 weeks. More local news now. UW-Madison is issuing new guidelines after some students who traveled over spring break tested positive for COVID-19. In a letter shared with students, University Health Services says any student who traveled during spring break should self-isolate for 14 days. That's even if they don't have symptoms. Any students who traveled should also avoid going into work and traveling anywhere else. Students with symptoms should contact a doctor or UHS. You'll see their number on the bottom of your screen. Starting tomorrow, Warner Park Recreation Center will provide overnight shelter space for single homeless men, and staff say at Porchlight they'll be able to help and are just trying to take some extra precautions. They are getting some help from the city and county officials to do all of that.
They're literally have an engineering person who has spaced out 6 feet apart. They are, as we speak, setting up cots, putting the blankets and sheets on everybody's cot. They're putting down blue painter's tape, so in case the cots get, moved a little bit after having, grown men sleep on them.
So starting tomorrow at 4:30 p.m., Metro buses will run a shuttle service to Warner Park and then pick them up daily at the Beacon Center. In the morning, the buses will then take the men back to the Beacon, so staff has time to do a thorough cleanup. Another change ahead, UPS won't require signatures from customers during the pandemic. The delivery company has released updated guidelines. Now, it says drivers will just make contact with the recipient and request ID if that's possible. Buying and selling homes virtually is the new normal in real estate. Some buyers even writing offers without ever having stepped foot into a home. Local real estate agents say their in-person showings have decreased dramatically for safety during the coronavirus. Instead, agents are giving buyers a tour over video chat. And open houses are now done on Facebook Live, where agents do a walkthrough and then answer questions over the phone. Agent Lynn Holly says despite these big changes, the market is still pretty active.
Interest rates are still low and buyers are still out there buying. We may not have as many buyers, but we have plenty of buyers who are still writing offers.
Holly says this new method saves time, and she can see virtual sales sticking around for people who like to embrace technology. Several businesses are stepping up to thank the men and women risking their lives to help save others. Crocs will continue its new program called A Free Pair for Healthcare this week. Tomorrow, individual healthcare workers can go to Crocs.com to place their order for a free pair of classic Crocs or Crocs at work. Shipping is free too. The company's original promotion sold out within 24 hours, but they have updated. Dunkin' is also stepping up to show its support for medical professionals. Locations will offer free coffee for medical care workers through the end of next month. Dunkin' officials say it's a way to thank those in healthcare industries for their really hard work in fighting this pandemic. The promotion applies in most counties in our area, too. That includes Dane, Columbia, and Monroe. It has been an awfully quiet weekend around town with just about every bar and club in our area closed because of the pandemic. But that is not stopping one Mazomanie DJ from using his skills to keep the party alive.
All right, so now we're going to change it down here. So here's your next one. So a little something from Miss Taylor Swift here.
DJ Robbie Rob hosted a live stream session from his home, inviting viewers to chime in their song requests. He and his wife hope the music will bring joy to those who have had their routines really disrupted by the virus.
An obligation is us being a DJs that we need to always kind of spread the cheer.
Sometimes just one special song can just make a whole difference in somebody's world. So we're doing our part to step up and spread the cheer.
DJ Robbie Rob said he initially had a dance in Mazomanie set up for people with special needs, but that event, Boogie the Night Away, was postponed because of the pandemic. There was no new date set for the dance, but Robbie Rob says he looks forward to hosting it as soon as he can. And the show must go on for some of music's biggest names. Tonight, Elton John will host Fox Presents the iHeart Living Room Concert for America. The hour-long special will air commercial-free starting at 8 o'clock. It'll air in the slot that had been set for the iHeartRadio Music Awards, which of course had to be postponed earlier this month. Billie Eilish, Alicia Keys, and the Backstreet Boys, along with some other big names like Tim McGraw, are going to perform from their homes using their own equipment. Money raised will benefit groups supporting those affected by the virus. Well, thank you so much for joining us with this special report. We'll have even more during our evening broadcasts and always up on channel3000.com.